Wait for it. Wait for it.
Yay, we're back.
Live.
We're live and Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, everybody.
I don't even know what number this is. Oi, get your ass back here. All right. Make it a bit lighter.
Whoa, let there be light.
That's it.
And behold, you can see for miles.
Yeah. And it's a good job you put the lights on because we can't reach it.
Yeah, there's only Stuntcock can reach the lights now because we'll talk about that a bit later.
I am the light meister.
You are the light.
So sort of hi to anyone who's watching, either while we're live, and if not, watching it later on.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Today we want to talk to you about these lovely things in front of us.
Oh, we've got
You've got a comment. David has said, Happy New Year, and you're live.
Happy New Year to you
Happy
too,
New Year.
David.
Hopefully we stay live.
Yes.
We have a track record of losing internet here. So we shall see.
Oh, these look fun, what you've got.
Yeah, this is new.
This is brand new.
She's been working.
So any stimmer out there might recognise these aluminium rings from e-stim systems. This is their newest edition. And they look amazing. And I believe they feel amazing as well.
They are very, very good.
Stuntcock likes them.
I'm messing around with the computer
So-
and cocking everything up again.
Oh,
Everyone's got to
dear.
excuse me. I'm doing me normal.
I was just about to say what you're doing.
Just leave it.
I've
leave
lost my chat. I've killed my chat.
Oh.
Hey! I'm getting it back.
Okay.
You carry on with that.
I'll
mate.
carry on and
I'm
just
doing
shall we
my own
just
little
ignore
thing.
it?
Yeah, let's just ignore it.
Okay.
That's
So-
for the best.
The bottom section, this part here, is eSIM Systems accessory pack. Yeah, eSIM system.
Accessory pack.
David's got one. So
Oh.
He knows all
Oh.
about it.
What you haven't got is our expansion.
Expander.
That allows you to add more rings. As you may notice here, we've got 3.
Yep.
Plus a sound holder in the top.
They're nearly ready.
Those aren't quite ready. We've still a little bit of play to go with. But these ones are ready. And the beauty of this, not only can you add more rings, but with a little twist of the screw, you can actually make it longer as well.
Technical specs between 30mm and 40mm. So you can just tweak where the rings are sitting.
And you literally just lock it in place and it won't collapse down on you. So if you want that little bit of extra gap,
You can adjust it.
you can adjust it. And the beauty is you can buy as many of these as you want and have
Lots
as
of them.
many rings
Buy
as you
lots of
want. So it means
Yes,
you can have as many rings as you want, providing you've actually got enough
real estate.
real estate, as he
Yeah.
puts it, to go in there. So those work fantastically well. We actually have those manufactured in London.
From nylon,
Yeah.
which is a material that we just haven't got the kit to do.
No, we haven't.
No.
So these are actually solid nylon, and they're really good quality. Very happy with them.
Yeah, and they sort of glide beautifully and work fantastically well. And the system's been designed so if you want, you can actually buy the sound holder section at the top once we've got it all finalised, which will be this bit, and it'll literally allow you to twist this dial and you can literally move it across.
Yeah,
Brilliant.
So you can find the right hole.
yeah, get it all aligned. Dave Roberts says he loves the idea of the sound holder.
Oh.
The sound holder is a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yay.
It allows you to use sounds and to lock them in place, which is important, while using the e-stim system's electro rings.
Sometimes it's
Yeah.
good to have a little bit of extra room as well. So
Well,
it's
yeah,
not...
it's. I mean, the things with sounds, they feel great, but
Yeah.
if they move, you know about it.
Yeah.
And if they fall out, then you really.
Oh,
know
you
about it.
definitely know about it.
Yeah.
So, like your sound holder, the submarines as we call them, that's a handy little attachment to have. And the beauty of this system is you can just add loads of different ones together. I mean, that's a picture with 4 of them.
I was
so
about to say we've got
that's
loads
2
of
the
pictures
expanders.
of different.
Yeah, that's the expander from the back, showing the press fit inserts and everything else, and obviously that's it from the front. They're dead easy to fit. to use it, you need the accessory pack from e-stim Systems, so that you can make your first 2 loops. Once you've got that, you can use the Allen key from inside the accessory kit to assemble what we send out. But we also include some longer stainless steel screws, which is what you need to go through our expander through a ring into the accessory pack at the bottom. But it allows you to add as many as you want. It allows you to configure it in all sorts of different ways. And we're coming up with some designs of adding other things to it as well.
Yeah.
Because it's important to have options.
Yeah. I mean, we did a trial run of these, so they're all in black, but sort of our next batch we want to have yellow on the dial.
Better than a sticky plaster.
I like that one.
Absolutely. Works better than a sticky plaster, and it comes off a lot easier.
Yes. A lot less painful.
And a lot less painful, I was just about to say.
Joanne's put a lot of effort into those, and we've made them in ABS, because that's what we can do quite well, and it looks good, but it's very tricky to get the right look, as well as, you know, the clearance between the parts, which is why we're having them made on industrial SLS machines, and the quality we're getting from that is just, well,
they're beautiful.
They are really, really nice. They've got a matte finish to them that looks really, really good, and it goes with the matte finish on the aluminium rings as well. So yeah, there's a lot of things Joanne's working on. Are you going to mention the insulator?
We are going to mention the insulator. So one of the things, as we just said, is an insulator.
Yep.
And that's up on the screen now.
Yep.
And the idea is, again, we'll have this manufactured in London by TPU.
In TPU.
In TPU.
Which is a flexible material.
Yeah. So it'll literally sit inside, clip it over the ring, and it'll stay there for you, and it shouldn't come off. But again, sort of, that's the idea. We've got to get some made up as a trial to check they work properly. So somebody has to
take one for the team.
Stunt cock steps up to the bat.
Isn't it funny that when it's not spiky,
Yeah.
you're quite happy to take one for the team?
But when it's
Absolutely.
spiky,
Yeah, don't do spiky.
it's
when
running
it's-
down that hill faster than
Yeah.
run, Forest,
One thing I'm
run.
going to mention with the insulators is Joanne's made them as thin as she can get them to make them strong enough, but it's going to take 1.5 millimeters off the internal diameter.
Yeah.
So you just got to bear that in mind, because obviously there's material involved, but it's going to clip into place. My big concern was when you actually fit in the rings, it's sliding out of place. But if she gets the tolerances right, it will just clip in and you can forget about it then. And it will be quite useful because it will isolate that dorsal nerve.
Yeah, but as I said, it will make a difference. So if you've got a ring that only just fits you perfectly, then it might be...
You might need the next size.
Yeah.
It might be an issue. So, as I said, bear that in mind.
But we're going to have to make 8 different sizes.
Yeah.
Because there's 8
For
different size rings.
each ring, yeah.
And rumour has it that e-stim Systems might be bringing out a 25mm one as well. So that'll be 9 things we're going to have to make.
Oh, plus 9 new products.
Yeah, so that's good. So, moving on then, what's next?
So, moving on is our new flange neck.
Ooh.
Yep.
So, we've done necks for others before. And this is for the flange. So, it's in black on this one. We also do it in red and yellow.
I like the yellow one.
I do like the yellow one, but
I
then
like the
I
yellow.
sort of the red
The red looks nice.
looks
I like all
amazing.
3.
So it depends on what you like, but
Very effective, especially near your G-spot.
yeah, somebody knows from experience.
Yeah.
Well, he gets to test the voice and I get to test the girl stuff.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's quite
So
fun.
sort of, yeah. So it was very enjoyable.
Yeah, very enjoyable.
Yeah,
She says with a big smile on her face.
It's more of a smirk than a smile on her
You
face.
can't say anything.
No.
I mean, it doesn't extend the actual length.
No, it doesn't. No.
All it does
Just give you a
it
bit
just-
more extra texture
yeah.
where you need it.
That's all it's aimed at. So it doesn't increase the length of the toy, but it does give you that little bit of extra sensation if you want it. So if you just don't want a straight neck, you want something with a bit more, then, you know, these are great.
You'll have to.
Yeah. And again, it's in ABS, so it's nice and smooth, and you can clean it.
And it's non-porous, so...
Yeah. Okay.
What's this
Anything on the chat so far?
No.
Oh,
Looks like David's lost the connection.
That looks interesting.
But we're still streaming. I just had to go and
I was
check
just about to say it's
Oh,
not us.
phew,
It's
don't
Normally-
say that too.
Normally it is us. But he's back now. I think there's one showing.
Okay, so last but not least,
This looks very interesting.
now I can never remember what we call these because I always
Sound
think,
holders.
I call them space
Yeah.
hoppers.
yeah, I call them submarines, and yeah, so which is why I always forget what we actually officially call them. So these sound holders, our normal one is made. The bottom part is made in ABS,
Yep,
And
Dave's
is-
still here.
and
Oh,
is
that's
very
good to know.
rigid.
Yeah.
Using on, but you can't pull it that way
No.
because it will break
Yeah.
if you open it up. However, these have been made by our trusty guys in London by TPU, and you can actually extend them,
Yep.
It's flexible.
so it's actually nice and flexible, so it'll make a better fit. So for those growers, it'll still fit without
Yeah.
causing any issues. And what you can do is use a hairband and just wrap it round there twice, and that'll mean it'll hold it in place.
Nice and snug.
Nice and snug, but it'll still stretch a little bit.
So as you change size, it'll
Yeah.
accommodate.
So our plan is to eventually go over to fully flexible and get a ray from the ABS bottom section. The top part will still be ABS
Yeah.
because that's nearer the fluids,
Yeah. Easier to keep clean and
Yeah.
so you can clean it properly. But yeah,
It takes the original design and just improves it.
I think it makes it so much better.
Yeah,
You know.
shape and size is identical, but it's that added flexibility of that base ring. A, it makes it easier to fit, and B, using a hair clip or an elastic band or a piece of wire twisted,
Yeah, and if
it fits nice and snug. I think the plan is to offer the bottom ring on its own
yeah,
for
as well.
people that's already brought.
Yeah, so anyone that's got one.
yeah.
they
If
can
you've got one of
upgrade.
the original ones, then you can just upgrade with the bottom ring and just swap the rubber over.
So we're always looking
piece
for
them
ways
together.
of improving our products for
Well, that's it.
you.
I mean, we get a lot of feedback from people, which is exactly what we need.
Yeah.
And we get some things right, and we think something's good, but then
Yeah.
someone comes up with a suggestion.
Then we're like, yeah, that's better.
Yeah. I mean, we've had loads of
I was just about to
suggestions
say
on
that.
these,
Yeah.
and we're working our way through and looking at how we can incorporate some of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there's still lots of things we can add to the electro ring system from
e-stim systems.
I'm loving me buttons today.
You're having a whale of a time.
I
You
am.
aren't
and your
you?
buttons,
Well,
don't talk.
The problem we have doing these live streams is we have to completely tear the office apart and rebuild it up as a studio.
Yeah.
And we've got cables everywhere, and the studio fell down once.
Yeah, yeah.
Trip
As you know,
hazard.
Trip hazards. And because we haven't done one in a few weeks,
we're a bit
it
rusty.
took us about 2 hours to set up today, working out where the cables go
Yeah.
and test
Which
this and
finding the cables.
finding the cables. But we're back to doing a weekly live stream.
Yeah.
Yep.
Next week we're going to be bags under our eyes because we've got
It's
the
BB
Birmingham Brum
From
Bazaar,
Bazaar.
which is a fetish market we go to on the third Sunday of the month down in Birmingham.
Yeah, so if you're down there, come and say hello.
Joanne sets a stall up,
Yeah.
and we're her little minions.
It's been I set the stall up. We set the stall
We
up.
set
Yes,
the stall.
we
I did
do.
driving. Yeah.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
do the
he's our
driving.
driver.
And our hauler.
Yeah.
Lugging everything around.
And he gets the lights on, so
Yeah.
How long before the sound holder kit is going on sale? Dave said.
Okay.
Well, we've got the.
How many have we got of the
We've got,
bottom
I think,
rings?
25 of those bottom rings, so
Yeah.
they can go on probably tomorrow.
Yeah.
yeah.
These for the electro ring
He's
system.
still not quite there.
Joanne's had 5 prototypes made, and they're great, but
Not
we can do
quite.
a little bit better, if that
Yeah.
makes sense. So she's tweaked the
There's-
design, and they're rushing another 5 or 4 to us this week.
So
And by Wednesday, Thursday, once they're in, if we're happy, they can go for sale, and then we'll do a bulk order.
Yeah.
So hopefully by the end of next week,
We should.
we
Touch
should
wood.
have all
Yeah.
that stuff. The expanders are on the website now, but there's one change that we needed to do on the sound holder.
Yeah, and we've got the rings as well.
And the rings are obviously on the shelf.
Yeah.
Speaking to e-stim systems, the electro ring system has been one of their best sellers recently.
Yeah.
They really have had to ramp up production. So yeah, he's on about the electro holder. So that piece there, hopefully by the end of next week, we will have some on the shelf. Fingers
Touch wood.
crossed. It's all to do with the tolerances, how things fit together. But we think we're on to a winner now. And if we can get this first prototype batch and we're happy, then
we'll get more.
Just throw a big order on, can't you?
Yeah.
And then it'll be something that we'll just keep on the shelf.
As I said, do bear in mind though that the actual covers of here will be yellow, not black.
Yeah.
So the rest of it will be black.
We just
those
thought it'd
bits.
stand out.
Yeah, just those.
Because they were having them done on a rush job, they can't dye them on a rush job, so that's why everything's black. But as Joanne said, these screws are actually made of two components. The bottom component will be black, but the top bit with a JR and all the knurled bits
will be yellow.
That'll be bright yellow.
That's our colours.
That's our colour scheme, isn't it?
Yeah.
So that'll be quite nice. So the first lot that'll come out will have black screws, but once we do the proper production run, it'll be yellow screws.
Yeah.
We're limited to the different colours we can have in nylon. The TPU we can only have white and black, and I think nylon it's black, white, yellow, red, and green. Don't think green's us.
But I don't think we're not going to go for that many colours because
no, we just stick with the normal ones. Black and yellow. Black and yellow.
Black and yellow.
So,
and everybody knows us for black and yellow anyway. So it's e-stim colours.
That's what we've been working on.
Yeah.
And it's been a lot of fun.
Oh, and we're also the enclosure.
We're just here out. Have
you seen our posts?
We've built another 3D printer enclosure for some more Prusa printers, so we can do some more.
So we can ramp up production for you.
Just some finishing touches need to be done.
Yeah, because now we're being stocked in America with Gary from Happy Stim USA. When he puts an order in, it's like OMG.
It's like a madhouse in here.
We need to get printing quick.
Yeah.
We're good at staying on top of our own stock and our own orders.
But when we get
when we get a bulk order come in, that really throws it out. So we need to up our production with ABS.
We don't like to keep you guys waiting. So.
Yeah. Well, our customers come first.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
You can read that one or two ways, can't you?
Yeah. Literally sometimes.
Quite literally, yeah. As you said, you're the fourth emergency service, aren't you?
Yeah. Need blues and twos.
So yeah, that's what we've been up to. We've still got lots of plans. The silicon stuff, we're still messing around with.
We're having fun with that, aren't we?
Sounds really easy, but it's actually really hard. And the place we're in is a converted barn, sat on a big hill in the middle of the Peak District, and it is minus gibber.
We're absolutely free. Not only we've got our coats and hats
we have to fight our way past the penguins to get to the door.
He's not joking.
And that is hindering silicon experiments because it's got to be
just
fairly
too cold.
So that is on the back burner at the moment, but we're still researching and experimenting. And we're hoping to do the covers for the Mona, and then we'll do one for the flange as well. And maybe some butt plugs and some other insertable electrodes. But we've just got to concentrate on
one thing at a time.
Yeah, and what we can do now is this stuff.
As it warms up, we can crack on with that again.
Yeah. I mean, even with the heaters on full all day, it is still only 16 degrees in here.
Yeah.
It's cold.
Yeah. No, like I say, we've got our hats, scarves on, but we've had to take them off for the video. So.
I think you should take more off, but I got outruled with that.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, you did.
Right, well, I think
that's us for this week.
I don't think there's anything else we need to cover.
No, but if you've got anything specific you would like us to cover, please ask.
It helps us so much.
Let us know what you'd like us to talk about, because that will help us. Keep an eye out on our website and our, can I say Twitter or X?
I call it Twitter.
Yeah, I like
Twitter or X, whichever.
Or Twitter.
Yeah, whatever you call it.
I still call it Twitter.
Keep an eye on our social media, because we do sort of post on there quite frequently
daily,
to let you know what we're doing.
Yeah.
If
and when
anything's
things
news
like
coming
the
up.
sound holder go live, then we'll mention it on social media.
Yeah.
But yeah, by next weekend we should have some of those on the shelf.
Hopefully we'll
Definitely.
see
in
some of you
limited
at
quantities, because
BBB.
it'll just be this
It'll just
test
be
order.
what we've got so far.
And then when we do a bulk order, we're looking at getting 50 in. So
Yeah.
once we do that, we'll have no problem with supplying them to people. But it's you've got to one step at a time. And when you're involved in an outside company, it just slows everything down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the stuff they make is very, very good.
They do good quality.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Not the quickest, because it's a very, very slow manufacturing process. But the results and the material, nylon is fantastic. TPU is brilliant for some of the stuff
Thank
we
you,
all
David.
use.
Thank you, David.
Yeah. Oh,
We give him one
I
job.
know. Oh, there you go. I'm going to scroll through them now. There you go.
That's what I just said.
Oh.
Thank you,
Hey,
David.
Thank you, David.
I'm just waffling.
He
'Cause
does. He'll waffle on about
That's
anything.
what I do. Yeah.
He's
So,
a good waffler.
He is.
I'm good for other things, but not many.
True.
So I think that's us, isn't it?
Yeah.
That is us for this week.
Thank you for turning up.
Yeah.
Thank
Because
you for joining
we've
us.
been talking to the wall, if not.
We
So.
normally do.
We do.
But it's nice to have someone else to talk to.
Yeah, but that's usually when we don't realise we've actually been kicked offline.
Yeah, but looking at the stats on the screen, we're doing all right at the moment. So, David, thank you.
Thank you.
Anyone else watching, thank you as well.
Yeah.
And we'll be back same time
Next week.
Next week.
Saturday,
Yep.
with something to talk about. I suppose we're going to ask us what you tell us what you want us to talk
Yeah.
about.
Well,
show
we'll
you.
talk.
Yeah,
And we will-
otherwise we're going to have to work something out.
We'll work some.
I'll give a 5-minute presentation on the sex life of drawing.
He can. He'll talk about
And
anything.
he will. We'll warn you now. He can do it.
Yeah.
It's a sad story. He's only got a little prick.
Oh, God.
Yeah, he's already started. All
Right, we should go
we
now.
need to end on a high before that goes any further.
We need to go now.
Thank you
See
very
you
much.
next Saturday.
Bye.
Bye.